Ancient history is often viewed as a steady progression toward better machines, but in the summer of 1900, a discovery near a tiny Greek island suggested that this timeline is missing a significant chapter. A small ship took shelter from a storm near the cliffs of Antikythera. When the weather cleared, several sponge divers descended 50 meters to the seabed, searching for profitable beds. One diver, Elias Stadiades, returned to the surface in terror. His face was pale and his breathing frantic, as he claimed the ocean floor was covered with dead bodies. The captain assumed the pressure of the deep had affected the diver's mind, but a second dive revealed the truth. These were not bodies, but marble and bronze statues scattered across a massive ancient Roman shipwreck. While the gold, coins, and pottery captured immediate historical attention, the recovery team unknowingly pulled a small, encrusted lump of bronze from the debris that held more significance than all the statues combined. The salvage was sent to a museum in Athens. There, the greenish bronze lump was placed in a storage room and left for months, appearing insignificant compared to the more traditional treasures. This changed when a researcher noticed tiny gear teeth embedded inside the corrosion. Precision machinery on a 2,000-year-old ship was considered a physical impossibility. Cleaning revealed dozens of these precision-cut bronze gears, arranged in a sophisticated mechanical system that demonstrated impossible ancient engineering skills. Machinery of this complexity would not appear again in the historical record for over 1,000 years, making the Antikythera Mechanism a physical contradiction of the era in which it was built. Scholars originally suspected it was a clock, but that theory quickly collapsed. No devices remotely similar to this survived from the ancient world, and its internal design pointed toward a much more ambitious purpose. X-rays revealed more than 30 interlocking gears inside. Mathematical calculations and inscriptions were etched into its surfaces, suggesting it was built to do more than just track the hours. The device could predict solar and lunar eclipses years in advance, tracking the phases of the moon with startling accuracy. It modeled complex planetary positions and celestial cycles, even calculating the dates for the Olympic Games decades into the future. This was an ancient analog computer, functioning as a physical mathematical model of the cosmos. The mechanism dates to between 150 and 100 BCE. This leaves historians with a significant problem, identifying who possessed the engineering knowledge required to build it. One possibility is the inventor Archimedes. Ancient texts claim he built mechanical devices capable of modeling the movements of heavenly bodies with remarkable precision. Archimedes died in 212 BCE, decades before this machine was built. If a connection exists, his mathematical methods must have been preserved and practiced through a long-term scientific tradition that has since vanished. The history of technology is often vulnerable to the collapse of kingdoms and the burning of libraries. Progress can be erased, leaving only isolated fragments of what was once possible. The Antikythera Mechanism may be a glimpse into a lost scientific world, a reminder that human knowledge can be acquired and then entirely forgotten. Modern imaging has allowed scientists to look through the corrosion. Advanced X-rays have uncovered thousands of Greek characters that were previously invisible to the naked eye. These inscriptions act like an instruction manual, explaining the various parts of the device and how they represented the universe as the Greeks understood it. In 2014, researchers used underwater robots to return to the Antikythera shipwreck, hoping to find more of the machine in the untouched seabed. They discovered massive anchors and artifacts suggesting the wreck is much larger than originally believed, with large sections still buried under sand and rock. This suggests that missing fragments of the mechanism, or perhaps an entirely different machine, may still be hidden at the site, waiting for a future expedition. Technology like this does not appear in isolation. For every inventor, there is a network of craftsmen and mathematicians who support the work. We still don't know why this computer was on a Roman ship. It may have been a diplomatic gift or a tool belonging to an elite scholar, but its owner and its purpose were lost when the ship sank. Only about 1/3 of the device survives today. The missing sections likely contain mechanical secrets that would further clarify how the Greeks achieved this level of precision. The mechanism proves that the principles of gear ratios and complex astronomy were mastered and then lost for over 1,000 years. It remains one of the greatest mysteries in archaeology. We are left to wonder if this was a unique creation or the last surviving piece of an ancient scientific age that was erased from history.